And now it's time for another edition of What Would Jello Do? Talk about a bridge too goddamn far. He actually did it. One day after promising the world he would give Iran 2 more weeks to come to the table like he was negotiating with the mafia to put up Trump Tower or casino or something. Ukrainians didn't fall for that. Gaza didn't fall for that. He tries it again, but this time, one day later, he goes and actually bombs Iran. Bibi Netanyahu, the most dangerous man in the world, had been prodding every president, at least back since Clinton, along with the Saudis, both ganging up on the president, saying, bomb Iran, bomb Iran, bomb Iran. Do the dirty work for us. Bomb Iran. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, but look at the consequences. Do it, do it. No, just do it. And even Trump knew better the last time, and now, apparently, he does not. Bridge too goddamn far. We've been through this before, too. Remember Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction to draw us into an Iraq invasion that we still haven't been able to extract ourselves from? Weapons of mass destruction that were never found. Before that, what got us into Vietnam in the end? Gee, thanks, Lyndon Johnson. The Gulf of Tonkin incident that even our corporate McNews later just acts like it's no big deal when they said, oh yeah, Gulf of Tonkin incident never really happened. We just created that or claimed it so we could send a bunch of troops to Vietnam and people could get rich and stuff like that. Here we go again. Another, oh my God, they're weeks away from having a bomb. We're weeks away from having uranium enriched to 90%. That's two different things. And even Dirty Donnie in that thing he just did at the White House where he came across, not so much he was like high on crack as he was high on fucking angel dust or something like that, where we've destroyed their ability to enrich uranium. He didn't say anything about a bomb. No bomb. And that's where we're getting into no weapons of mass destruction and the Gulf of Tonkin territory, because we're supposed to be thinking that Iran was about to fire nuclear missiles on Israel when they don't even have a bomb. Fine. Enrich the yellow cake, what a great name for a band, yellow cake into 90% or more, and maybe you can make it into a bomb, but you can do other things with it too. Iran has not shown any indication they actually have a bomb. It took North Koreans years and years and years to be able to blow anything up successfully with theirs, because having the yellow cake is one thing, but actually building the bomb and testing the bomb, and whatever you do to get it to work, do not hire Elon Musk. But that takes years. They're years away from anything like this. This was all under false pretenses just because Netanyahu finally found a president he could roll that bad. No, the whole thing is a crock. There was no Iranian bomb, even though they'd have plenty of reasons to want one, because Israel claims they don't have one either, but they're reported to have almost 50 of them now. What are they going to do with them anyway? And then, thanks to Jared Kushner, I suspect, $2 billion from Prince MBS of Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, they find in Trump's stolen documents how to make a nuclear bomb. Yeah, and lots of intel on Iran. Guess what got Jared the $2 billion investment from MBS for his investment fund? Talk about one hell of a dangerous bribe. You want World War III? Well, maybe Trump is more dangerous than Netanyahu now. What's going to happen to the rest of us? What happens when Putin weighs in? Who's he going to go after? There's cyber wars. They're sinking more ships in the Red Sea by the Houthis, which there is supposed to be a separate deal with Trump. They weren't going to sink us anymore, just Israeli ships. Hooray. Well, you do this to Iran and you wreck their economy too, and they can't get their oil out, well, they're not going to let anybody else get it out either. Look at the map. The Strait of Hormuz at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. It's really, really narrow. There's that point sticking out, I believe, from Oman. Then on the other side in the curve to get around it, that's all the shoreline of Iran. All they have to do is say that they've mined the Strait of Hormuz, even if they actually haven't. No oil tankers move. Not from Saudi Arabia, not from Kuwait, not from the Emirates, not from Qatar. Nobody. What does that do to energy prices and the world economy? That's where Trump didn't really think this through, did he? And we all get to suffer even more than we already have under Mad King Donnie Trump-a-muck.